Earth signs, this is your girl Venus Archangel here with another love reading for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're unsure of your placements, go ahead and check the description box below. Also, guys, please remember that these readings may not resonate with everybody, and that is totally fine. So let's go ahead and see what's happening in your love lives today. Okay? What's happening in your love lives this Wednesday? Okay. What's happening? What's popping? What's good? What's crazy? What's kooky? What's cold? Alright, family. Let's see what's going on. Ooh. Page of Pentacles and the Star. Perhaps you guys are wanting or wishing for an offer of some sort, or wishing for something to come to you of great value, or maybe you're wishing to extend an offer to someone. You guys could be wishing for a child. Some of you guys are trying to have children at the moment, and you just are trying to actually create one at the moment. So congratulations, and hopefully, wish you guys the best of luck for those of you out there are trying to do that. Another, some of you guys, you're probably hoping for another job opportunity, a new opportunity to, grow a business. Yeah, you guys got a lot of stuff going on here. Let's see what's going on. Some of you guys are looking to offer something to an Aquarius, perhaps. Some of you guys are looking for an offer from an Aquarius. Trying to see if there's a potential, if there's even a potential outcome for some sort of offer, or some sort of beginning that you may want to start. Maybe doing something very tedious and very boring at the moment, nothing that really is truly engaging. And I feel like you're trying and struggling to find the hope a little bit, but we'll see. For some of you guys, you may be feeling like the small tedious work that you are doing is, like, in a way, healing you and building you up with hope. Now, there's a lot of, there's so much you can get from just two cards when it comes to general reading. That's why it's so important. If you're not sure of how to apply your own energy to certain situations, or if you just kind of really want to know what's going on in your life, you need to get a personal reading. Because I could have kept going with what the possibilities of those two men. This and their underlying energy. And you have the Star again. Ooh. Yeah, wow. Do you guys have 4? Yeah, you have 4 major arcana, just like 5. Yeah, I was going to say you have 4 major arcana, just like fire signs, but y'all have 5. So the underlying energy for you guys is the Fool. Underneath that is the Moon. I feel like you guys just got out of a period of tackling your fears and overcoming your fears. And most importantly, getting out of a time of confusion, of great confusion, and just uncertainty altogether. And I feel like at this moment, you're now feeling free, willing to take a leap of faith, this newfound freedom, this newfound, courage to just experience life and go with it. I like it. I like it, Earth signs. I like it so much. I feel like this whole situation could be that this is about a new beginning as well, though. The thing that's, like, I like this energy here, but also, I had to stop myself for a second because I just realized you have the Hangman in your present. That's a little concerning to me, but we'll get to it when we get to it, right? Now, the current challenge that you've got going on is momentum, speed, endurance. And this is talking about control as well, because the Star, the Chariot is all about taking control of a situation, building momentum by maintaining balance, right? Because I feel like there's this kind of, maybe this is, you've been taking control of things, or there's just some things, or making any sort of movement whatsoever. But the thing is keeping it is the 7 of Wands, some sort of defensiveness. Like I was saying before, there may be some things that you may be doing right now, or something here that you're trying to take a closer look at to see if there's even a possibility of it coming true, like what we saw before with the Page of Pentacles and the Star. Because the Page of Pentacles talks about looking closely at the details and trying to figure out what, what this could be, or what this, being, trying to be very practical with it. And it's trying to assess if it's even possible or even achievable to even have that thing that you see, something that's a great value. That doesn't mean that you can't have it just because it may be a little bit harder to obtain. But that's the thing. The 7 of Wands talks about defensiveness. There's something that you're very defensive about, right? Okay, we're going to get into it though, right? So in the past, you have the Queen of Pentacles. This is you guys. This is coming up as very practical, very stable, very independent, very resourceful, because the Queen of Pentacles is in a way very resourceful, okay? But she's also very down to earth, and she's very practical in how she is. Like, she creates abundance of all sorts, money, family. She's a real powerhouse. Hard worker as well. And I really feel like this energy is coming from you guys. You guys are just being in your energy, and that's perfect. But the thing here is that it moves you all the way now to these old, this you that was in the past here, to the Hangman. I feel like the situation is that you may have to change your focus, or change your focus about who you truly are right now. And because I feel like the Seven of Wands could be that you have a protection of old ways of being, of an old way of seeing things, an old way of old routine, your old value system is being reconstructed, revamped. Why? Because of the Hangman in your present. Hangman is talking about no movements, being stuck in limbo, having to see something from a different angle. Allowing this time to be a time of reflection, or a time of not necessarily reflection, but observation, and being an open-mindedness. Because the Hangman is not going to go nowhere until he gets that new perspective he's looking for, until he gets that enlightenment, until he gets that sense of epiphany. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's the thing that may be defensive at this moment, is that this epiphany that you may not be sure you're ready to have, or you're not sure if you're confident enough, to tackle it on. You're not sure if it's real value. But I feel like this defensiveness here has to do with where you're coming from, with the foundation, what you're protecting. You're protecting the old ways of doing things, your old self, your old you. The old you was working perfectly fine, and there's nothing wrong with this Queen of Pentacles. However, it's trying to take this onto the new journey that we have, that you may run into some sort of snag or some sort of problem with progress being pursued, because the old you is no longer needed. The Fool starts over fresh. He's a new individual, a new person with new things to achieve, to experience. And the Queen of Pentacles, she's got her routine, she's got her structure, she's got all this. She's confident in herself that never will leave her. The same with the Fool. The Fool is confident in himself, confident in the universe. He'll know what to do when the time comes to it. He'll worry about it in the future. He'll worry about it when it comes, if he has something to worry about. And that's the thing. The Queen of Pentacles is practical. She prepares. She's very, organized. And I feel like that's great and all. But the thing is like, the only thing that you may need to take out of this is your value, your capabilities of being dedicated to your work, and confidence. Because right now, there's something about this old you, this old way of being, that has to be taken. It has to be seen in a different way. It has to be open to a different way of seeing yourself. You may be interacting with that. You may be noticing a lot of signs about seeing yourself in a different way. You may be interacting with somebody that's just the same as you, and you may have a really weird reaction to it, even though you may do the same exact thing. So be very mindful of that. But that's the thing, right? You may be just defensive because you know the old way works, but maybe it's not working now. That's why there's no momentum. There's a lot of slowness. There's nothing actually moving at all. Because the old you worked at one period of time. It's not wrong. It's never been wrong. It's just now. It's not the you that's going to be pushing you forward. There's a new you that's trying to aspire. There's a new you that's trying to get, just trying to emerge, just trying to purge. But right now, it's surrendering to that perspective. You have a new start coming in. There's a new opportunity. The star is a new opportunity, in my opinion, because after this tower, right, when everything seems all that's lost, this person goes right back to work and says, you know what, I have a new dream. I'm going to create a new dream based off of what I've been through, based off of what I've learned, and starts again. Is that you may be defensive because you have some old dreams or some old pursuits that you may not want to release, you may not want to let go of, and maybe that's not the thing you may need to release. Maybe the thing is that you want to protect your dreams because you feel like the old you will get there, but maybe you have to be a new you to get to your dreams that you have previous. Your dreams doesn't necessarily have to change, but I do feel like the you has to change. And the reason why I'm talking about the you is because you have judgment here as your goal and ambition. This is focusing on you, not necessarily your dreams, but everything that you've been through, all the experiences that you've gone through, all the things that you've learned along the way, all the times of being the Queen of Pentacles, the old way, the old-fashioned way, the old you. How much of that you've grown and how much you've changed in that time. because it's not working with you now. It's not really, gelling with you in this new journey that's rising ahead. It's time to discover the new you now. Of course, the old dreams can stay, right? Of course, wanting to, but here's the thing. Maybe they have to change too, right? Maybe the old you had dreams of being the richest person in the world, and now you're like, well, I don't care about money. I want experiences. I want to go out and travel. I want to have a relationship that means something to me. I want to be someone that's in a relationship that I can feel good about, and gain some things that are valuable to me, not necessarily in the eye of the public, or that feels like that is countable and net worth wise. Maybe the change in your dreams maybe that will change your dreams too. But that's not a bad thing. None of this is a bad thing. It's hard to change though, and I understand that earth signs, you kind of, you have, staunch beliefs and things, but this may be a time where, the old you is changing because it's no longer resonating with you anymore. And it's okay, right? It's just about going with the flow and trusting and surrendering to this new perspective, recognizing that who you are is beautiful, and you change, and you'll blossom and turn into different butterflies every season, every year, every moment possible, anytime, every situation. But it's accepting that this is your time to come out of the cocoon and to be open and to spread your new beautiful monarch wings and see and fly a different way. You're not gonna who you are is not based off of the the values you have, really. It's more so who you believe you are and who you've become and what you want now, what your new values are. It's about learning your new value. So what is your new value now? What do you want to do? What do you want? And if you don't know if you want right now, that's totally fine. But it's about discovering who you truly are at this moment, right? Because right now, this old you is not going to go anywhere. It can't. It's at standstill. At least how I'm reading this reading. You can try, you can push, you can pull, but I feel like right now, this is opening you up to a new world. And I feel like that that this old you, it can't come with, because you can't even really be that old you anymore. So something to think about, Earth signs. I'm going to let y'all go. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. My beginning of the fall sale is in the description box below to lead you to my website to take advantage of that sale going on. And I will see you guys very soon. Love y'all to death. Bye now.